Guys, thanks for coming here today and starting off the event. First, we'll go with Coach, just kind of an opening statement on how summer's gone for you guys and how excited you are for the upcoming season.
We're really excited for the upcoming season. We've seen a lot of growth from our players in the last year, a lot of growth in the weight room. This summer, our competitions have been very positive for us. We've seen a lot of things that we want to see improvements on, both in our offensive scheme and our defensive schemes.
And with you being in now year two and just kind of looking back to last year at this time, how much more comfortable do you feel like you guys are under your stuff now? How much further along are you?
It's a night and day difference. Where we're at last year, I don't think we got started till July, the first week right after moratorium. And the kids were just learning where to line up. This year, we've got a full off season. The kids are very comfortable in our defensive schemes, and they kind of now they understand where they're lining up and what their responsibility is in it. Offensively, they're seeing things and they're starting to think like we think as coaches. They've heard enough of the checks, and they know if we're seeing certain coverages, certain fronts, what we're trying to achieve, and to see them communicate and talk like on the same levels as coaches. That's kind of what you're kind of achieving and striving for, and we're really getting that out of our players. I'm very excited with that development.
And one of the things you have to focus on too is as you continue this rebuild at Pike Central, how the numbers been this summer with kids coming out.
The numbers aren't where we'd like them to be, but we kind of anticipated that. It's kind of a culture shock. Pike Central has been a place where being in the off-season weight program has been optional, has been things that the kids can either choose to do or not do, and we've made that to where that's not an option anymore. So we have a small number of kids, but the kids that we have are committed, and I'm ready to go to battle with every Friday night.
Our start question for Connor, just how do you feel like the team has progressed throughout the summer?
I think through the summer we've definitely come a long way. We kind of started off a little shaky at first, but now that we're all kind of on the same page, it's gotten a lot better.
And as you guys as a team talk individually or whether it be as a group, what are some goals you guys set now? Year two under coach, trying to get this rebuild going at Pike Central.
I'd say a big goal for us is probably a win in our sectional bracket. Something our school's wanted for a long time. So we can do that this year.
I've got a question for Lars. What's your favorite thing about this group? You've been with them now, very busy summer, a couple of months. What do you like about this group?
The whole just really lay it all on the line for each other. And
How will you try to be a leader on this team? Whether it be on the field, off the field, how do you envision yourself being a leader of the team?
Just trying to make everybody around me better and get things where they need to be.
All right, we'll go with Levi now. Kind of give your thoughts on the team. What have you really enjoyed about this group this summer?
I've enjoyed working with them. I've been friends with a lot of them for a long time. In the weight room, their numbers are different. All the people, we work together. Getting mad at each other, just laughing, it's all a good time. Just football in general at Pike Central is a good time.
All right, we'll now open up to the rest of the media for any more questions for Pike Central.
This is for the players, I guess. First,
Make sure. No. Oh, right here. Switch it. There you go. Yep.
all right, we're working it out. Just for the players, I mean, Coach mentioned the culture shock. This is his second year. Just what's the biggest difference you guys see in the program? Because, like he said, you guys want to get things in the right direction, change things. So what's the biggest difference you guys see?
I would say probably our biggest difference is all of our guys in the weight room. In the past few years, it's kind of been just a few guys we've had in the weight room that are actually dedicated to it. And this year, it's kind of the whole team. We're all in there every day together. It's showing a lot of improvement.
All right. Again, for any of the players, just high school football Friday nights are a special thing around really the state and anywhere. Just what's your guys' favorite part about suiting up for your community and going out there to play football?
My favorite part is probably, I would have to say, just impressing everyone with some of the stuff we do, with how we come out with such small numbers and with what we do with those small numbers. It's just, I'd say that's probably our favorite part.
All right, Lars, I know you're the quarterback, right? All right, just how do you envision your role expanding this year? Since I believe you played a bit last year, and you got another year under your belt. So how do you feel like you need to improve?
Well, last year I just came in at the very end for like 2 games, and now this year, I don't know, I'm looking to lead the team.
I saw some smirks from your teammates. What was that about?
We kind of needed him a little more than just 2 games last year. Now we finally got him to where we're at.
I'm gonna follow up on that a little bit. Lars is a very humble guy. Lars is very uncomfortable about talking about himself. He's a servant leader, and he's huge for us. He's huge in our development from year 1 to year 2. There's several times I'll flat out say, we come into games knowing we couldn't pass the ball. We were handicapped and we were going to run the ball, and we'd have to find creative ways to do it. That's not going to be the case this year. Lars, they just spread the ball around. We run a spread offense to get the ball. Now every one of our receivers are in play, our tight ends in play, our running games in play, and we just lacked the ability to do that last year. So having him and his skill set and his leadership and his servant leadership is going to be huge for us this upcoming season.
I guess it's for you too, Coach. Defensively, where do you feel like you need to do differently? Because, I mean, you mentioned offense, but you got to stop teams.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing has already happened. Last year, we had the overall team strength of about a very average junior varsity team. Our weight room numbers have skyrocketed in 1 year. We're not where we want to be yet. So I think when you have the ability to be stronger and you can win some of those one-on-one matchups up front, I think that's where it's going to start. I think thing number 2 is great defense is bloody ball. And I don't think our guys fully understood how the defense worked as a system. And my ultimate force and my primary force and my skill guy, what is it? What is my role going to be? And how they can see defensive linemen, they understand how their actions impact the linebackers. The linebackers understand how their actions impacted by the defensive backs. And I think this is more cohesive of them understanding the scheme. And I think that we're in the summer, we've executed quite a bit. And the things that we've given up is what the defense is set to give up, instead of people taking what we want. We're taking away the things we want to take away, and we're giving up the things we want to give up. So I think that is huge for us. And I think that's where I see the improvement from year 1 to year 2.
All right, any final questions for Pike Central? Good. All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Pike Central now be available for